Hey guys, back with some more EU3, and I've got to say, I love this mod, or at least, at the very least, this interface. It is beautiful, so beautiful. Now, I wish it was a bit easier to tell what everything was happening, because, like, I can't always tell what all these things mean. It's really kind of confusing for me sometimes. That's not what I wanted. So I wish that they would kind of fix that a little bit, maybe. We have troops in foreign territory in Reichsen. Okay, yeah, we're heading home. Alright, cool. So we got to get our relations with these guys up now, because we want to keep our relations with them so that we can what's the word? What is the word? So that we can inherit them at some point. That's the word I'm looking for. Because that's the in the long run, the desired effect is to inherit these guys. And unfortunately, Austria can't form Germany. That is very unfortunate. But as soon as we annex Trento and Gors, Trento, we will actually be able to enable Habsburg dominance, which has the following effects of +3 diplomatic skill for the rest of the game, which is really cool. Yeah, I just think that's really cool. Let's see. Yep, actually we're not guaranteed for the next election. Who would be a weak person that we could like annex for our own pleasure and taking overness? Actually, who is our vassal? They're our vassal. They're our vassal. Just like for a point of interest, this is the HRE as it is known today. Not today as in 2011, but today as in game time. This is HRE. It's pretty big. It's got some. It stretches way over here. You know, it's got Riga. It's got Gine or whatever it's pronounced. It's got Sardinia. It's a lot bigger than it is in the vanilla game. That's probably because as time went on, up until the 19th century, the HRE got less and less powerful and less important, starting around this time. Not actually in the 1300s, actually, probably a little bit later than this. But it is kind of interesting just to think that, you know, it got a little bit worse over time. Not worse, but less powerful over time. These guys are a theocracy, so I can't get royal marriage with them. But we have perfect relations with them, so that's fine. I'll send another gift to Luxembourg, because I want to have perfect relations with them as soon as I can. As long as I keep it above 100, that's what you really need, but whatever, honestly. Our legitimacy is going down. Why is it going down? Or why is it as low as it is? That strikes me as odd. Trade station founded, that is good. That is good as well. Yearly cultural tradition +1 until at some point in the future it will run out, and I don't know when that is. But superintendence doesn't tell us what it does, but it is very, very, very cheap to build, so I might as well build it. And these are expensive to build, level 2 forts. So Bosun has a manpower of 0, really? Huh, alright. Either way, I'm going to build it in our most valuable provinces. Build one. Build one level 2 fort, because I believe that we need them. I believe that they're pretty important. They are the lifeblood of our nation. At least they will be in the future, once we get a bit further on, and we cannot withstand the assaults from other nations surrounding us. They will be very important to us. Dispute succession. Baden is the next best, so I might go for royal marriage with Baden. We can become DOTF, which I'm not interested in. Create a state inquisition. Interesting. Oh, they added new sliders. I forgot about this. Now there's isolationism or expansionism, and secularism versus theocracy. We're going to go all the way secularism. We're going to go, let me think, probably all the way isolationism. No, I think we'll straddle the middle. I think the middle's fine. All the equality, that kind of thing. All the way plutocracy. It's going to be, we're just going to, go for a pretty decent, I don't know, I was going to say something. But that's just a overview of kind of what we're going to do. And France is getting eaten the hell up. Look at this. Look at this. They're at war with a bunch of people. There's no way they're going to survive. They're probably completely destroyed. Capital unrest. I'll spend some money to fix it. That's kind of crazy, actually. It's really kind of crazy. I'll lose the stability. I can get it back real quick. I can get it back real quick by, like that. By investing in it. Actually, I probably need to be investing in government tech after that. Let's see. Yep, stability is already full. And I'm going to go government. Because I want to get to... Obviously, I don't want to become a republic until later if I can handle it. I either want the HRE to be dissolved or me the master of it before we go republic. Also, it wouldn't make much sense historically to go republic right now. I'm going to try to play this a little more historically, like role play it a little bit. I think that's going to be a good idea. Now, we could, Baden has, let's see. I want to roll marriage with them either way, likely, alright. They rejected it, wow, okay. Come on, let's accept it. They're a Fürstinium. Burgundy is excommunicated, interesting. But they're allied with Ansbach, Lorraine, Augsburg, and Basel. Don't seem like a problem. They rejected it again. Well, screw you then, buddy. Screw you. I do not need your crap. France is coming back, kind of. Let's see. I want to get these provinces from them. They're removing the cores. That's not good. It's not good at all. I'm not actually... Maybe they're not removing it. Maybe this one's just didn't... Well, it had to have had a core. That's stupid. What am I saying? We could take Vaud because we actually... Or Vaud because we actually have a border with that. So that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. That would be actually a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea. So we'll maybe start heading that direction. Because France is seriously overpowered, not overpowered, but getting torn up, and they own land that they should not own. Only fear is that I will get raffle-stomped by their vassals. That is a fear of mine. However, I believe that most of their vassals are conquered. If I move this down to Koroska, or whatever this is pronounced, Koroska, yeah, I was right, okay. I believe that if I do that, I can probably get a good Imperial Liberation. Norway, Armagnac, all these places. Can I call in allies? Hungary would join, Serbia might join, Teutonic Order would join, Finster would join, Cologne would join, Saxony would join, and Luxembourg would join. Basically, everyone would join, because I have, they have vassals, I have vassals, so I do. Serbia did not join, but all of their guys joined, and the rest of our guys joined. So this is kind of a fancy little European war right here. France versus Austria. Very realistic, actually. This happened several times throughout history. We're much stronger than them. We not greatly outnumber them, but we do quite heavily outnumber them. I'm not all that concerned in this war. We got a decent general. I'd rather have a better general, actually, but can't have all the things you want in the world. Can we get someone to vote for us that isn't voting for us? Yeah, I'll go for Trier. Send him a few gifts. That kind of thing. They need to like us more. Reaction happened to us. All right. We've lost the effects of counter-revolution. We have reaction. Alright, I don't know why we had that. Okay, whatever. Does it say what reaction is, specifically? Reaction. We're leading the holy fight against the godless revolutionaries. The church and state are fully behind our cause, and other countries admire our show of strength. I think that's supposed to come on later in the game because Austria did eventually go to war with France to fight off the revolution in France, but that makes no sense. I'm sorry, that makes no sense. Savoyard nationalists are occupying that, so we want this, this, and this, and perhaps this, and we will then release those as vassals and gain imperial authority, which is now only 5, and we want that to be higher. So can we actually... I think there's a way to choose who's the elector, isn't there? I swear that because electors can change. You can lose an electorship. I know you could in real life at least. You know, a nation could lose the fact that it's an elector. Interesting fact is that there are... Originally, I think there were 7 electors that were kingdoms and 7 electors that were theocracies. Or maybe there were 7 overall, or I don't even know. Either way, there were originally 7 of each electors, and 7 electors that were monarchies and 7 electors that were theocracies. So, Lithuania won a war against Novgorod, apparently. That's good, I suppose. Let's see. We've got these guys. Yeah, even the Livonian orders allied in the war. France is screwed. This is not really going to be a problem. I don't foresee it being a problem because, and also we should get cores on at least one of these places when we conquer it. I think that's how the Imperial Liberation Casus Belli works. I think. At least if I'm not sure. I need to look that up actually, probably before I do it. Before I declare peace with them. Either way, I need to take quite a good many provinces from them, so I'll worry about that later once I get to the point where I feel that I can actually do that, because right now we're not quite there. Not there at all, actually. Cleansing of heresy against Athens, who is... Oh, Athens exists, and it is Orthodox. That's interesting. I do want to play as Athens once, because if you think about it, what's the word? You know, it's Athens. Athens is probably one of the, the greatest civilizations that ever existed, and I just think it'd be really cool to play as them. Let's see. Yeah, and now there's only one religion for the Turco-Byzantine area. Yeah, it says Turco-Byzantine, and there's Turkish, Greek, Bulgarian, but they're all considered Turco-Byzantine, which is interesting. Even this place right over here. But this is considered Crimea. Interesting, okay. Ah, so, where's this? Shcherska? Shcherska is currently Catanarian, whatever it's pronounced. And now it's Austrian, alright. There's only one Catanarian place left. Okay, cool. Then our culture will be more unified, because these are both Austrian as well. And there's only one Catanarian left. Or I think that's how it's pronounced. Either way, we are currently fighting a war with the French and to get this province, and this province, and this province, and this province. Alright. It's going quite well, actually. It's, I care more about the, this place. Well, let me see. Vaud is pretty good. It's a meh province. This is worse. This one is worse. And Valentine's is worse. So, Vaud, Vaud is the one we're really going for. In this war. I'll get a core on it because it's Imperial Liberation. I'll get them to free probably a vassal if I can. Be nice. That'd be very nice. So, yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I think we'll get a lot done this war. I think it's going to be a pretty decent experience for everyone that's involved. But, province is sieging that. And I don't feel like helping them with that. So I'm going to stay here in Bern. I'm going to go back to Bern. And probably move up to maybe Champagne. Not that. I'll move up to Champagne and maybe make some headway there against the French. Either way, I'm out of time for this part. So as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, folks.